What's good, YouTube? It's your boy K Flex. I'm back here with another video, and today the Miami Dolphins have finally, after I don't know, probably way too long, got their coach. But they ended up getting the coach that everybody really wanted them to get. Well, at this point, I think a lot of people wanted the ball, but now we wanted him. They ended up getting the coach. Now we're gonna get into this coach, this hire, and what I think about it. But real quick, shout out to people who like this video before they even heard this sentence. Let's get into the video now. I know I'm talking fast. I always talk fast. I have to finish this video before like 8 or 9 Eastern time because I have this homework assignment. And I have no clue how to do it, and it's due at 12, and it's pretty difficult. I don't know if it's difficult. If you know Linux, DM me, okay? Because I might need your help. Anyways, Mike McDaniel, the new coach of the Miami Dolphins. Now this guy is, I like him. I want to like Mike McDaniel. First of all, they say he's biracial, so technically we hired another black coach. Technically, but listen, but anyways, I'm just playing. I know how y'all get sensitive, whatever. Anyways, listen. Mike McDaniel was a pretty interesting prospect. I think he's going to be pretty good. I'm pretty hopeful now. He doesn't have a lot of experience, so I'm not going to sit up here and boost him and claim him the next GOAT or anything like that. Because, you never know, really. But, I mean, if you look at his resume, it looks pretty good. He's off of that Shanahan tree with the McVays of the world and the LaFleur. How do you say that? Listen, he's on a coaching tree with some of the best coaches in the league, right? So that gives you a lot of hope, and he has a lot of run game experience. Okay, that's basically what the majority of his time in the league has been. Is really like on the run side of the ball, run game coordinator and everything. He hasn't called plays. He didn't call plays last year or this year, but he does have a lot of. He's a respected mind in the league. Okay, if you look at some of the things that people say about him, he's very, very much respected in the league. He's innovative, called innovative. They say he's just that the third. He's next level thinking. And the only interesting part is we were the only team to interview him. So it's like, well, how much of a candidate was he wanted? And part of it I think is that I think the 49ers lasted so long that other teams probably wanted to interview the other coaches and try to sign the other coaches, or possibly people just didn't really believe in him because he doesn't call plays. So partially people probably didn't believe in him for that reason, or maybe because he doesn't look the part. He's kind of a skinnier guy. I'm not quite sure why he didn't get interviews. Maybe it was just that he was too young, and maybe next year he would have been one of the hottest people because, again, the 49ers offense was pretty good. Even though he didn't call the plays, he was very, very instrumental in the play calling or the scheme, and so I'm not sure why we were the only team to interview him, but I mean, we might have got a really good coach early. We might just be ahead of the game. And I know it sounds crazy that the Dolphins are ahead of the game or anything, but maybe this time we are. But obviously I think the ball was probably our number one option, but we really couldn't get him. And then he signed so fast with the Giants. But regardless, I think Mike McDaniel. Listen, I have hope. I can't really say I think he's gonna be good. Again, this channel we've been through what Adam Gase and Brian Flores at this point. I'm not the type to really hype up super coaches and all that, because especially when they don't really have any, if it was Jim Harbaugh, I would literally just be on my knees crying right now in the middle of the video, but it's not. It's Mike McDaniel, and I trust him, but trust is a strong word. I'm not against the hiring, but it's just I'm gonna need to see something of what he can do. Now, if you look at the 49ers offense last year, and that's basically what I'm judging it off, the 49ers offense really since he's been there, they run the ball a lot. And listen, they worked with Jimmy G. They made a Super Bowl with Jimmy G. I'm not sure if he was there. I'm pretty sure he was. Almost made one this year. And the 49ers have always been pretty good, running the ball. And that's what he mainly was, was a run game coordinator. And, then he switched to an offensive coordinator. But and the 49ers have always been strong. Even if they sucked, they was always been really good running the ball. And some of the videos you guys are gonna have to watch by yourself independently on this guy, and you see how he talks and how he thinks about the game is pretty interesting. I wish I could play it, but I'll get copyrighted. But it's really interesting. And listen, honestly, I feel like with the news and everything that's been going on, the Dolphins are at rock bottom. So this signing to me is hope. Again, is it the most exciting name in the pool? I think it was the most exciting name left. It was him or Kellen Moore at the end, and I would have been happy with both, but. It'll be interesting, okay? I look at, his scheme and everything, and I look at a guy like Mike Gesicki. I really don't know how he fits in, because, again, if he wants to bring a lot of this running the ball aspect to the Dolphins, I don't think we have the running back for that now, so I think we need to get a running back. Obviously, we like Duke Johnson, but come on. I mean, he's had more years in his career than just last year. He looked good last year. I'm not saying he can't be a part, but he can't be running back one. We gotta get a real standout running back. I feel like that would be. Well, we don't necessarily have to because he didn't even have a real standout running back in with the 49ers. I mean, he had a committee at times, so I don't know. But maybe we don't. But I think it'd be better. Honestly, I think it would be better if we could have a actual really, really good workhorse running back. But that's just my opinion. Maybe that isn't something that needs to happen. I don't feel like we have that running back right now on the roster. We're missing one running back or something. One super good running back or Pro Bowl caliber. I don't think we have a Pro Bowl caliber on the roster. Even Duke Johnson. So I think we need a Pro Bowl caliber potential running back, and I think we need. Durham Smythe I think is okay. I think Hunter Long hopefully is getting good. I don't know. He was inactive a lot last year, so hopefully he gets worked with and is better. I don't know what Mike Gesicki could do in this offense because when you look at a guy like Mike Gesicki, he specializes in basically catching the ball. We knew this when we drafted him, though. That's why I never really got mad at Mike Gesicki for his inability to block. Everybody knew that Mike Gesicki cannot block when we drafted him. We did not draft him to block. So when he was in line blocking, first of all, he should never fucking been doing it. And when he was doing it and he was getting ran over, everybody's like, oh my God, Mike Gesicki can't block. Duh, he can't, okay? He's basically a glorified receiver, but even then, he's not fast enough to be a receiver. He's not fast as the receivers are. So again, I think he works in a lot of roles with a lot of teams. In a really run-heavy offense that I expect us to have with Mike McDaniel, I don't really know if Mike Gesicki, and it's his contract year, he's going to want a lot of money. I don't know it depends on how much you got to pay him, right? But you obviously don't want to make, I don't think, a big money long-term commitment to Mike Gesicki. And if you watch the 49ers offense and you've seen how they use, George Kittle in his blocking ability, it was important. It was important for George Kittle to be a great blocker as well as a great catcher. And Mike Gesicki, he's not even the way he's built. Ain't something that he can learn. He's built to not block. I don't know if he could ever learn to block. Honestly, I mean, and he's older, and it's the NFL now. So I don't know. That's my thought on the offensive personnel. Obviously, the receivers are still good. What Deebo Samuel was doing, I don't know if we have a receiver that could do that, but if we did, it would be maybe Albert Wilson, Lynn Bowden, and Jalen Waddle. So interesting stuff going. I think if you guys remember, there was a lot of wide receiver runs with the 49ers. We're gonna need some good running block now. Trusting Robert Hunt, Solomon Kinley really couldn't find the field last year, but we're gonna see if he can find the field. But we're gonna need some good run block, and we got all this money in free agency, so we can definitely build a team that fits Mike McDaniel's scheme. There's no issues with this. As long as Chris Greer and Mike McDaniel on page, we should definitely be able to build a team that's going to fit his scheme. That's what we should be doing. We should be building a team. We shouldn't give Mike McDaniel all these random players and be like, oh yeah, work with this. He should be instrumental in this free agency, in this draft, so where he could get players that's going to fit the scheme that he knows how to run. It's that simple. Do we need to go out here and get a pass catching tight end, another one that can't block? No, that's not how his scheme works, I don't think. You know what I'm saying? So that's my opinion on that. It's going to be interesting to see what kind of staff he can bring in. But yeah, this is our new coach, ladies and gentlemen. Again, it's hard to really get too hype, but again, if you're low on this, I don't know why, because the unknown is the unknown, and I typically look at the glass half full than the glass half empty. So the unknown is the unknown. We're gonna let the unknown be the unknown, and just hope for good. If it's something unknown and you're super negative about it already, you're just kind of putting yourself through misery for no reason. You should at least try to be happy until you actually see them suck, and then the misery will come after that. Okay, so I'm happy with it. There was no other candidate I probably would have rather had besides Jim Harbaugh. If it wasn't Jim Harbaugh, I really didn't care because it was a whole bunch of first year coordinators. I trust all of them the same. So especially with the ball or whatever, I'm like, yo, Tua can't do nothing that Josh Allen can do. I'm watching the Bills game, and Josh Allen is running these quarterback draws, these quarterback powers where he's breaking 7 tackles, where he's trucking linebackers. I'm like, this guy's just generational. I don't think Tua can do this. I was like, is he making the Ball's offense look better? Because Tua's never doing this. Okay, so it would be interesting to see how he could have worked. Josh Allen is throwing it 70 yards off his fucking knees. Tua can't do that. So it would have been whatever. I don't know. I don't know how I felt about the ball, but with a guy like Mike McDaniel who worked with Jimmy G, who I think Tua is better than Jimmy G, and I don't have no respect for Jimmy G. I know people respect him because he does get wins, but I feel like he just happens to be the quarterback with the rest of the team good. So he's working with the quarterback that wasn't that good, and he's actually succeeded. Not saying Tua's not that good, but he hasn't shown it. So listen, I think Mike McDaniel's going to be a good hire. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think. Comment, subscribe, roll to 11 kills. But let me know what other videos you guys want to see. I'm out.